Welcome back to the channel, and in today's video I have a lot to share with you. The month of September was a really busy month for me. I traveled and did a lot of things, and in today's video I'm going to be sharing all of the clips that I took that did not make it to YouTube. So without further ado, let's get started with the video. So September was a really busy month for me, and I was able to do a short little tour through New England. I didn't tour as much of New England as I would like to because I was on a time crunch, but I did stop through a few states while I was in the New England area. And the first state that I visited was Vermont, specifically Waterbury, Vermont. Why? Because that is the location of the only Ben & Jerry's factory in America. I love Ben & Jerry's ice cream. I was really super stoked to find out that the factory was in Vermont, and so that's where I went. There's two ways to kind of tour that factory. The first way is you pay a fee and you get a guided tour to include seeing how the ice cream is made and where it's made. I didn't do that because I was kind of in a hurry, so I did the free self-guided tour, and I had a lot of fun. I tried some ice cream. I actually went to a really cool spot on the factory grounds called the Flavor Graveyard. It's exactly what you think. It's where flavors go to die, or where they go to lay flavors to rest. And they have flavors in there as old as the early 80s. I didn't know Ben & Jerry's have been around that long. It's super insane to see ice creams that were there when I was a kid. I couldn't believe it. So take a look at all of my clips from the Ben & Jerry's factory to include me trying several of the flavors. I truly enjoyed it, and if you're a Ben & Jerry's fan, you'll love the Flavor Graveyard portion of these clips. So take a look at the clips, and then we will move on from Waterbury, Vermont, and go to the next location in New England that I visited, and I'll talk about why. So take a look at the clips. I'll see you guys in a bit.
Yeah, he was a ugly small. You won.
Hello.
Dietary restrictions. No. $15. I'll take your cash after I scoop.
Thank you.
Of course.
This is sweet cream and cookies. I've already tried it, guys, and spoiler alert, this is the best cookies and cream ice cream I've ever had in my life. I mean, chunks of cookies, very sweet, very creamy. Ben & Jerry's ice cream is so good. Next to Ben & Jerry's, I would rank Bluebell. I like Bluebell ice cream. And I'm not talking about like the healthy ice creams like Halo Top, or there's a Swedish ice cream. I can't think of the name of it, but I'm not talking about those like healthy. I'm talking about like you want all the calories, you want all the carbs, all the fats, all that. Ben & Jerry's and Bluebell are my favorite. I mean, look at that. I got a large cookie milkshake. I'm not gonna be able to finish it. I should have got the small, but YOLO. It's got like chocolate, it's got whipped cream, and then there's the shake part. Large, guys. I'm living it up. I shouldn't have got this. These are two different cookie ice creams. Out of the two, this is my favorite. I just said this is the best I've ever had. I lied. This is it. I don't know what's in this cookie shake, but I take chunks of cookies. The ice cream is so good. My favorite part of the entire like self-guided tour of the factory was just being able to visit the flavor graveyard and see where all of the flavors that once existed are now laid to rest. I just think that idea is so creative. I mean, think about it. How many times has your favorite fast food chain had a certain menu item, or a coffee shop had a certain menu item, and then they take it off the menu and you're like, what the heck? It was so popular. Why would y'all do that? Just think if they had a graveyard where you can go and mourn like your favorite food items on the menu that no longer exists. So for Ben & Jerry's to think of something like that, to give people who are Ben & Jerry ice cream fans a chance to go and like see the flavors that they miss and mourn, I thought that was just a fantastic idea. And there was even a flavor in that graveyard where somebody brought like a red rose and kind of laid it at the base of the headstone, which I thought that was just so sad because you could tell they really loved that flavor of ice cream. But I enjoyed it nonetheless, a very unique experience. Now on to our next destination in New England, which is still in Vermont, just a different city. And the city that I went to next was called Brattleboro, Vermont. I hope I said that right. Brattleboro, Vermont. I'll put the name on the screen. And this place is home to one of the most viral mac and cheeses I've ever seen on social media, specifically TikTok. TikTok, they swear that this is like the best mac and cheese in America. And so I could not pass up the opportunity to try it because you guys know I'm a huge mac and cheese fan. Like if I had one food to eat for the rest of my life and nothing else, it would be mac and cheese. So I could not pass up an opportunity to visit the Vermont Country Deli, home of what is said to be the best mac and cheese in America. And so I went there. It's a very quaint deli. It has everything in it. I won't ruin the experience for you guys. I did get some footage. So take a look at the footage that I got from visiting the Vermont Country Deli. And also in that footage, you'll see me try a couple of menu items that I got, to include the viral mac and cheese, and also a couple of other items as well. And so take a look at all that footage, and when it's done, we'll come back and wrap up the Vermont Country Deli and go to our next destination in New England. So I just left the Vermont Country Deli. I've seen this place all over social media, and the one thing that remains consistent amongst everybody who's tried it, they've said that Country Deli in Vermont has the best mac and cheese in America. I got the mac and cheese, so let's try it, rate it 1 through 10. They also said the pulled pork was amazing as well. I got a small thing of that, and I could not leave without getting a whoopie pie. Custom whoopie pie. I think it's like a marshmallow cream filling inside. We're gonna try that as well. This is piping hot, guys. This is absolutely delicious. It's really good. It's at the best mac and cheese in America. I wouldn't say that, but it's up there. I don't know what kind of cheese they're using, but baby, look at the, I like the cheese and how it's kind of burnt. Now their pulled pork. It's supposed to be really, really good as well. I haven't had pulled pork in years. I can't even remember the last time I had pulled pork. This is what it's looking like. I mean, look at that. Got that fat in there. It smells heavenly. This is hot too. Look at that. Oof. Man, doesn't that look good? All right, let me give it a bite and I'll rate it 1 through 10. Let's do it. Get some fat. Why not? The fat just melts. Wow. This barbecue pulled pork is so good. I'm not a big fan of barbecue, but I like this barbecue because it's not overpowering and it's not in your face. You can still taste the flavors and seasonings of the pork. The barbecue does not overpower the entire dish. That's why you don't really see me eating barbecue stuff, because I feel like the barbecue, at this point, when you eating like stuff dripping in barbecue, you're just eating the barbecue. Here we go. Got some barbecue. Got some mac and cheese. I see why they said you got to eat it with the mac. Wow. This pulled pork is so good. They did a fantastic job with the barbecue sauce. It's not too strong. It's just right. Okay. Here we go. I've never had a whoopie pie. And I was eyeing it, and there was a lady in line, and she was like, you should get it. You're not promised tomorrow. And the way she said it, I was like, I'm still going to be here tomorrow now. The way she said it, I felt like, is this the end? Look at that, guys. That's a whoopie pie. It's a marshmallow cream filling, if I remember correctly. I got the cake. Let me try some of the icing. I didn't get really much of the icing. Let me see. It's okay. I'll give it a 7 out of 10. Now, was that the best mac and cheese in America that I tried? No. But is it at least in like the top 10 of mac and cheeses that I've tried? Yes. Why? Because the cheese had a unique flavor. I can't put my finger on it. I'm not like this big cheese critic, but what I can say is that the cheeses that were in it were very mild. I really liked it. It was just several different types of cheeses. It just wasn't one. I love the fact that they had that nice hard shell of cheese crust on top. A little bit of burnt, little bit of crisp. It was really nice and creamy, and I could definitely eat that mac and cheese every single day. And what made the dish even more special was that honey glazed pork. Pulled pork. I think it was honey glazed pulled pork. I like it because I'm not a big barbecue fan, and so the barbecue side of it was very mild. I could still taste the barbecue, but it didn't overpower the dish, which I appreciated. And so the two together were a power couple. It was amazing flavors. They were good separate, but together, mind blown. If I'm ever in that area again, I will definitely be visiting the Vermont Country Deli. And if you're in that area, I would recommend going because they have a lot of good goodies and treats and desserts and foods. And I went at a time where it wasn't that busy, but they do get extremely busy where lines are out the door. I truly enjoyed visiting Vermont. But now we are done with Vermont and on to Connecticut. If you have been following my journey, you would have seen that I went to the Vivian Farm in Connecticut and stayed in the helicopter cottage, which I absolutely loved. But one of the people that worked on the compound was nice enough to show me a couple of other cottages. And one of the cottages that I am going to be showing you today that they showed me is called the Vivian Treehouse Cottage. It's a beautiful cottage, very unique, very luxurious. Definitely, I mean, it's nice. That's all I can say. It's really nice. So I did get a little, I did get some footage of touring the Vivian Treehouse Cottage. I wanted to show you guys that because I did show you the helicopter, did a whole video on it, but I did not have enough footage to do a whole video on the Treehouse Cottage. So take a look at the Vivian Treehouse Cottage in Connecticut, and then we'll go on to our next destination. This is beautiful. So they just built the cottage around the tree?
Around the tree, correct.
No, you're okay.
This is a cute little spot. That's a little your own little porch up there. Bathroom is straight ahead.
Wow, look at,
Wood burning fireplaces.
look at the bathroom, guys. Everything is luxury. Look at this bathroom. Now this is what you call luxury. Nice little wedding, anniversary, birthday gift, Christmas. Look at that bed, it's king.
Maybe your walk-in closet where you're safe.
We have a walk-in closet. Tell me what hotel that gives you a walk-in closet like that, guys. Beautiful, even got a full-size mirror. Look at this tree. They built the cottage around the tree.
The porch is the best to look at. Go upstairs.
Let's go upstairs and take a look at the porch. Wow, look at the porch. You got your own private porch. Look at the views. It's so private, secluded. It's nice.
So this TV also does toggle, so if you're in bed.
Look at the TV, guys. 360.
And then if you want to hang out in the living room, both you have two wood burning fireplaces. These French doors go out into our garden.
Their gardens are beautiful. It smells fresh out there. This is the living room.
Where you have your own private patio and views of the garden. The sunflowers are in full bloom. We love September here in New England.
And then there's their patio that goes out to the garden. Just going to show you guys real quick. And there's the garden, guys. You got a table, chairs. Very peaceful. Smells good. Got a lot of privacy.
When we do stay here, all our wood burning fireplaces, we do come down and start them up for you. Just give us a call in the office and we're more than welcome to come down.
The Treehouse Cottage was a really nice cottage, and I was very grateful that he showed me the inside of it, because it was between me staying in the Treehouse Cottage and the helicopter cottage, and I'm really fascinated with aviation, if you guys can't tell already, and so I couldn't pass up an opportunity to stay in a helicopter cottage. But I was grateful for the fact that he showed me inside of the Treehouse Cottage. Now that cottage is massive. It was huge. I wish I had a little more time to kind of give you a thorough detail tour, but I did not want to waste any more of his time, as he already took the time to show me a few of the cottages, and I've only showed you one of the two that he showed me. The other cottage will be on my Patreon account, but nonetheless, I was grateful, and I do plan on going back to that the Vivian farm to stay at another one of their 17 cottages that they have on that compound. So that's it for the New England tour. I do plan on going back to New England at some point in time because there are still other states that I want to visit. But that's all I had time for during the month of September. Can you believe, guys, we're already in October? Before you know it, we'll be in 2026. Mind blown how fast time is flying. Next up is New York. I went to New York for several reasons. The first reason, first and foremost, the most important reason was I've always wanted to visit the Brooklyn Bridge. I wanted to walk the Brooklyn Bridge. That has been on my bucket list, and everybody's bucket list is different, and for me, walking across the Brooklyn Bridge was on there. And I've been in New York several times, and I never made it out to the Brooklyn Bridge. Now, mind you, during the time that I went to visit the Brooklyn Bridge, it was during the time of the UN General Assembly was happening at the UN building in Manhattan. It was crazy, guys. Traffic was bumper to bumper. There was so, I think New York alone, I think there's over 8 million people in New York. And so tack on the UN General Assembly where there's more people. And during that time, too, the Ryder Cup was going on, and that's even more people. So it was hectic in New York when I went. There was a lot of people. It was bumper to traffic. So when I went to New York, I knew in my heart and soul, in my mind, that I was not going to be taking a cab or Uber anywhere. I was going to be walking everywhere, no matter how far the distance. So I stayed in this cute little minimalistic hotel called Pod 39. It was a hotel room with just the basics: a bathroom, a bed, a small table, a chair, a safe. That's it. No refrigerator, no microwave, just the basics. I loved the Pod 39 hotel. It was very minimalistic. It was very quaint. It was cute. My room was, I initially booked a room with one bed, but they upgraded me to a bunk bed because they didn't want me to wait too long for my room that I had already booked that wasn't ready. And so I was like, that's fine. And so the rooms were very tight. It was very small, not really much room to walk around. And so if there's two of you guys trying to stay in the Pod Hotel, it would have been just kind of a uncomfortable situation because the rooms are so small. But I found it to be quaint. It was just me. So I enjoyed having a room with double bunks, the desk, and just the essentials. I love the color, the layout. Everything was perfect. The temperature in the room was comfortable. The bathroom was nice. So I enjoyed my stay at the Pod 39 Hotel. It was centrally located in Midtown Manhattan. I was, no more than 10 miles or maybe 12 miles from where I wanted to go. So everywhere I went, I walked. So from the Pod 39 Hotel, I walked to the Brooklyn Bridge. I did film that experience. So take a look at my experience of me making my way to the Brooklyn Bridge from Pod 39 Hotel. And when that is over, I'll come back and talk about what else I did in New York. So take a look at my experience getting to and walking the Brooklyn Bridge. I'm currently walking to the Brooklyn Bridge and it's raining. I don't care. We're going to the Brooklyn Bridge today. I got my rain gear on and I got about an hour left, but I think I can knock it out in under an hour. I got about 3 miles to hit the Brooklyn Bridge, and I've been stopping to take shelter when the rain gets too bad. But this the fit. It's the Brooklyn Bridge athletic fit. I don't know how many breaks I've taken, but this is we'll say break number, I think this is the second time I've stopped. We're in front of the United States Courthouse, that big courthouse right behind me. I'm about 6 minutes away from the entrance to the Brooklyn Bridge, and it's a foggy, muggy day here in New York. I would wait till tomorrow, but it's gonna be like this my whole time here. So, yeah.
So I'm almost there. Got to walk a little ways down there, but look at all that fog. It's going to be a really muggy day. I've got about 6 minutes left. All right, I'll see you guys at the bridge. I made it. We're in the Brooklyn Bridge. I made it. The Brooklyn Bridge. Oh man. This is as far as we can go. Oh no, there's farther. We can go further. Sure. I think. I literally can't believe I'm standing on the Brooklyn Bridge. This has been a dream of mine. This has been a bucket list item, and I finally did it. I walked to the Brooklyn Bridge. We got to still walk it. It's about a little over a mile long, but this is an amazing feeling. I can't even describe to you the feeling I feel by standing on the Brooklyn Bridge. Wow. Beautiful. Okay, we still got about 3/4 of a mile left. They got this wall of locks where people leave padlocks and trinkets. Look at this. Wow. It goes all the way down. Wow, I have to stop and take it in every once in a while. All right. There's another bridge right there. See that bridge? I don't know what that bridge is. I don't know what it's called. You got people doing photo shoots. That's so cute. Look at that. taking a little break to take in the sights. See the cars going the other way. And then another beautiful view from the bridge. It's not many people up here, but I think because it's raining right now, you got a few groups, but not many. We're almost to the end. I'm sad. And the rain is picking up. It's picking up bad. But it was worth it. Wow. See another view from another bridge. It's so beautiful up here. I made it to the end. I did it. Oh man, I don't know how I'm gonna get back to my hotel, guys. It was a long walk. I'm exhausted.
I really enjoyed walking the Brooklyn Bridge. It was, I think, a little over 1.25 miles one way. And so I walked it one way and then turned around and walked it back. And I think that was total probably 2.5 miles. But it was definitely an experience I'll never forget. The Brooklyn Bridge is such a beautiful bridge. And if you're not a native to New York and you plan on visiting New York, try to make it out to the Brooklyn Bridge, try to walk it. It's a beautiful experience. New York is a very, very beautiful place. There's so much to do. The one thing I did want to do was go to Central Park, and I didn't have time to do it, honestly. But New York is definitely a place I'll always go back to, so perhaps the next time I visit New York. The last notable thing that I did in New York that I felt to get some footage of was I visited the largest Capital One cafe in America. They have several in America, one location being in downtown Detroit that I never went to, but that one in Detroit is just the cafe part. You walk in, you have the cafe, the seating, you order your coffee or your drink, and then you sit down. That's it. Whereas the Capital One cafe in New York, which I honestly did not know Capital One even had a cafe, even in Detroit. I only did research and found out that Detroit had one, and even New York, when I was exploring New York, and I happened to see the Capital One cafe, and I was just like, what the heck is this? So that's how I found out that Capital One had a cafe, and I've been a long-time Capital One customer for years, and so to find out that they have a actual cafe, mind blown. So the difference between the Capital One cafe in Detroit and other locations and the one in New York is that the one in New York not only has the cafe part, but you'll see in the footage that I'm about to show you, they have ATMs that you can pull money from, and then they have additional seating. And if you go further back, all the way to the back, they have an actual like Capital One, kind of like a bank, a Capital One bank, where you go, you have, the bank tellers and, customer service is all back there. It's like a whole experience. They have I don't want to ruin it because I'm about to show you footage, but it's a beautiful, beautiful cafe. And also too, if you're a Capital One card holder, like a credit card holder, if you use your credit card to purchase a coffee or a drink or food or anything in there, it's half off. So that is a win-win. So take a look at the footage and stuff that I got from the Capital One cafe, and then I'll wrap up my time in New York. I did get a Americano, iced Americano, and it was good. I like the coffee. So now Capital One Cafe is officially my favorite cafe to go to. And wherever I go, I'll be sure to look and see if there is one available, because that's where I'll be going to get my coffee from here on out. But other than that, that wraps up everything that I did in the month of September that I just didn't put on YouTube. And I plan on doing more videos like this every month if I go places or go somewhere and I get footage of places that don't make it into YouTube. I plan on kind of doing like end of the month, beginning of the next month kind of yap session, showing you what I did, giving you my thoughts on it. This year is almost over. Before you know it, we'll be in 2026. Thank you guys so much for your continued support. It does mean the world to me. I appreciate each and every one of you. I really, really do. The video ends here. I'm out. Thanks for watching. And as always, I will see you guys in my next video. Take care. Peace.